we'll see what happens here. Marshall's ready, drivers ready. Here we go. Eureka Wednesday, starting things off here with our short course B main. We got room for two of you. Let's get it on at the sound of the tone. All right, Benji leading us out here. Oh, he got a nice little clean break. A little rollover. Lands on his feet, though. So Benji out front here. Yellow and pink through that rumble section he goes. A little whirly squirrely there. Marshall's himself. Still stays out on that, too. Oh, Dalen. Oh, he waited up for somebody there. And then it cost him. He had one. Robbie Robb off the track. We had one off the track. Thank you, Robbie. That was Dalen getting it wrong. Brian Stieber in the 2. What's up? Brian Stieber. Benji getting a little breakaway here. Stenmo trying to catch him. Scratch that. We got Josh McGill in the 2. Benji, Josh, Brian. Benji gets a huge breakaway here early on in our 5-minute main. Brian Stieber going to take over that 2 spot again. Let's see what happens. We are 2 minutes in. We got 3 to go. Someone not sounding great. Traxxas wrapping out here. It's actually a pretty healthy Traxxas sound there. Benji in the 1. Stieber. These guys with a decent lead over the pack here. Let's see what happens. Stieber's got 10 seconds on Zach. Dalen, though, making up for lost time here. If he just runs some smooth laps here, he might be able to track down these guys here. Dalen going to get back up into the 3 after a rough opener. Stieber doing a good job keeping his nose clean. Running some nice, easy laps here. Stieber out front in that 2.
Two minutes left.
Dalen in the 3. Josh McGill, Zach Miston, John Stenmo, your running order. Stieber on his side. Dalen's now closing the gap here. And driver in that green Traxxas by the line. That's the leader right behind you. Give him a little room. Let him get around when the time comes. Benji flirting with danger there. Stieber getting wrong, or Dalen getting around there.
1 minute left.
So Dalen now moving into that 2 spot here. So Benji now with an 18-second lead. He's in cruise mode with 50 seconds to go. He just needs to run some nice, easy laps here. He'll be good to go. Dalen with a mistake. Stieber not close enough to capitalize. Dalen with another mistake on his lid. With another opportunity here, 35 seconds to go. That yellow and pink truck is the leader. Please do not interfere with him. Stieber was close there, and then he fell off again. So he's hoping to pick up some pieces here. If Dalen gets it wrong, and he's upside down in that rhythm section, and gets marshaled out. Dalen might get by the line. Stieber's going to have to punch it into overdrive if he wants to get it, and he is not. So everyone's going to be done when you come by the line. Benji going to come by, taking the win in that first transfer spot in that A main event.
Josh McGill done.
We are waiting for Dalen and Stenmo to come by. Everyone else is done. There goes Stenmo, and Dalen going to claim that second and final transfer spot into that A main event. And that's a wrap for your B main.
Dalen Slazewski done.
With Benji and Dalen advancing,
completed.
Stieber in the distant three. That is a race. Marshals, thanks for grabbing your blowers. Drivers from race number 1, need you all down on the track. I do need 3 volunteer marshals. 3 volunteer marshals. Two-wheel lock timing B main coming up next.
Kyle Frady. Chris Friedenreich.
Again, drivers, we are not going back to our pits after the race. You need to drop your trucks on the shelf or on the wall and come on out and find a marshaling spot. All right, we still need, let's see, Benji's there. He's going there. 1, 2, Stenmo right here. We need 1 on the bucket. Oh, never mind. Gentlemen, is that Zach? Yeah, can you have him? Yeah, we don't need a marshal right there. Yeah, right there on the bucket. Yeah, right there.
1 minute to the start of the race.
Yeah, we only need marshals on the cones, nowhere else. All right, guys, go ahead and roll them around, check them in, roll them around, check them in.
Ronnie Goss.
We got Darren on the 6, Ronnie Goss on the 5, Scott Bordon on the 4, Chris Friend
45 seconds to the start of the race.
2,
John Young.
And John Young in your BQ position here for our 17.5 fixed timing two-wheel division.
30 seconds to the start of the race. $15 seconds to the start of the race.
All right, go ahead and finish the lap you're on. Getting your good spots. John Young on the 1, Kyle Frady 2, Frenwright 3, Borden 4,
less than
Goss
5,
5, Morgan 6. All right, marshals on your toes. Please watch your area, not the race. Drivers, let's get it on at the sound of the tone. Frady getting it wrong there, hooking a pipe here. That's going to give it up to Scott Borden. He's going to move up into that too. Frady going to fall to the 3. A little bit of a gap there. And it's Frenwright, Goss, Morgan. There goes your leader by that line. Scott in the 2. There, here comes Kyle and Chris by the line. Battling out for that 3 spot. Ronnie Goss not too far off. John Young's gear case going full Chernobyl here. See if it lasts. John says she'll hold. It's like the Millennium Falcon. She's got it where it counts. Scott hanging on to that 2 spot. He has got 8 seconds over Kyle Freddy in that 3. Goss Frenwright. So the Kyle Goss Frenwright battle going down here, going up the hill, down the hill. Let's keep our passes clean, please. John Young praying to the gearbox gods, saying, please, Teeth, hold on. Maybe that's just the body rubbing. I don't know. Scott Borden still in that 2 spot. Frenwright, though, gaining some ground here. He's only 3.4 back. Him and Freddie trying to run down the number 2 of Scott Borden. And Scott Borden
left.
goes through that midsection. A couple turns behind is the Frenwright Freddie train. Scott held on to that 3.4 second lead that last lap. Let's see where he's at here. 2.8, so losing about a half a second. Leader checked out with 1:30 to go. He's got 13 seconds. Frenwright goes for a ride, so Freddie going to inherit that 3 spot. Borden able to extend to about a 5-second lead now. Watch coming into that back rhythm section.
1 minute left.
And Borden upside down. Now there's Kyle Freddy. So here we go. 50 seconds to go. Borden held on to that 2 spot the whole race. Freddy wants it now. Just a couple of car lengths back. Trying to capitalize out of a late mistake. Borden trying to keep his nose clean. Bobbles it just a tad there through that back rhythm section. Freddie cuts in just a tad too tight here. Averts disaster. Only loses a couple of tenths here. Borden still out there in that 2. They may get around for one more. As long as they get a good clean lap in, they will. All right. Everyone's racing to the line. The second and final transfer spot up for grabs. Borden's got it. Freddie's in the distance here. Oh, and he hooks the pipe. The last. When are you guys going to get it? You're going to. Marshals, those guys were fighting for positions there, and you guys just stared at it while he was hooked up on the pipe.
Scott Borden done.
And that is a race. All stop. John Young, Scott Borden, Kyle Freddy, your top 3 with John Young and Scott Borden advancing into that A main. Marshals, grab your blowers. Drivers from race number 2, need you down on the track. And I need 3 volunteers. Expert 2-wheel coming up next.
1 minute to the start of the race.
I've given him a lot of free races, yes, and he's definitely earned them.
Jeff Merrow. "45 seconds to the start of the
Like
race.
how everyone's just wandering around with zero sense of urgency.
Seconds to the start of the race.
Yeah, drivers going back to their pits after the race. I got guys swapping hair secrets. Got the better shampoo. You lather, rinse, and repeat, or you just lather and rinse.
15 seconds to the start of the race.
Go ahead and roll them around, check them in.
Less than 5. John Young.
That is an appropriate level for the grump.
What's the deal?
Thank you. All right, what do we got here? We got Jeff Morrow in the 4, John Young in the 3, Richard Lake in the 2, and your pole sitter, the deal. Sitting on the pole. Right where he likes it. All right, go ahead and grid them up. Deal on the 1, Lake on the 2, Young 3, Merrow 4. Oh, I got to listen to John Young's car for another 5 minutes. All right, marshal's ready, driver's ready. Let's go racing to the sound of the tone. Oh, Lake looking for blood early. They go over that back rhythm section. Willie fending him off for lap number 1. And the battle for 3 going on. Merrow pushes a little wide, opens the door for John Young. John a little inside. He gets him there. Moves into that 3 spot. So John and Jeff going at it. Going a little hot there. You get into the back of somebody, you should probably give that spot back. Well done, well done. Game on, game on. That is your battle for 3. Willie breaking away from Richard. Taunting him. So I'll slow up for you. Oh, Willie. Richard almost makes him pay for that. Really, Willie catches the rut. Goes on his lid here. So we got 2 battles going on. Battle for 3rd, battle for 2nd. John Young up on his lid. Jeff going to get around. Jeff going to move up into that 3 spot. Willie Lake by the line. Fine for the W. And that 3 spot still going down between Jeff and John as they go by the line, separated by about a second. Novice A main coming up next. All right. It's still got a tight battle here for this 3 spot. John Young was able to get around Jeff, though, and claim that 3 spot back after a mistake out of him.
2 minutes left.
William Lake going at it through that midsection. John Young on his lid. Had a little trouble getting righted there. He had a pretty good lead over Jeff, though. Jeff was not close enough. Jeff with a mistake of his own, so he's going to fall off of that hunt for that 3 spot. William Lake separated by a second. Minute 15 to go. Willie getting it wrong on his lid. And Lake going to check up for him. He's got a couple of those checkups to give. I think Willie's checked up for him a couple times already. .30 seconds to go. These two will get around for another. Well, everyone will get around for another one at least, but top two definitely get around for another one. And rule number 1 for the final lap is there are no rules. So you guys are weapons free here when you come around this start-finish line for this final lap. There they go. Willie Lake by the line. John Young's going to figure out which one he wants to take out. Oh, he lets them both by. What a gentleman and a scholar. Willie trying to leave nothing to chance here. Lake coming in hot. Spins it around. Oh, Willie puts it on his lid. Lake gonna sneak it.
What's the deal done? John Young done.
Willie's like, why did I check up for him? Waiting for one more to come by. And that is a race.
Jeff Merrow done.
I'll stop. Marshals, grab your blowers. Lake, Willie, John, Jeff, your top 4.
The race is completed.
We need all 4 of you. We need 5 volunteers. 5 volunteers, please. Down on the track. It'll be a nice, easy one to marshal. No guarantees. Ah! All right. Guys, go ahead and roll them around. Check them in. Roll them around. Check them in. We got Leo in the
Brian
5.
Davis. Kira Grado.
Shade in the 4.
Andrew Rojas.
Andrew Rojas in the 3.
Leo Rosas.
Brian Davis in the 2. And your top qualifier
1 minute
for
to the start of the race.
Kira Ruthill.
45 seconds to the start of the race.
All right. With that, finish the lap you're on. Go ahead and grid them up. Kira on the 1, Brian on the 2.
30 seconds to the start of the
3,
race.
Shade 4, and Leo 5. Thank you to our volunteer marshals. Appreciate that.
15 seconds to the start of the race.
Kira going to take her rightful spot at the top of the grid here. And once you get Andrew bracketed, we will
Less than 5.
Good to go. All right, let's kick the tires, light the fires here. A main novice division coming up at the sound of the tone. Kira grabbing the throttle. She's got Davis breathing down her neck early on. Pushes a little wide. Takes it back, though, through the rumble section. Davis with a little bit more speed. The two-wheel buggies breaking away here. Davis going to get around. See how things shake down here. Shade now up into the 3. Davis on his lid. So Kira is going to lead out that first lap. And Davis hooking a pipe here. So now Kira going to do a little breakaway dance early. Dominating qualifying, and she is out front for her third lap here. Kira in the 1, Brian Davis in the 2, Shade in the 3. Rojas with some trouble here. Falling to the 4, and then it's Leo. Leo throwing down an 18.6. Computer doesn't lie. So Leo gonna hot lap. Novice A main. Here comes Kira in the 1. Did Shade move into the 2? Oh, he did not. Okay, Brian Davis still in the 2. Shade still looking good in that 3 spot, though. Andrew having a rough main here. Andrew, that's going to be your leader behind you? Brian Davis making up some time. Leader on her lid. Here comes Brian Davis. So Davis with some early mistakes, fell way off, and now Kira having some mistakes of her own. Davis now getting up front. Now Davis getting wadded up by some lap traffic there. He's going to fall to the 2. That is that novice life. Kira 1, Davis 2. Shade in the 3.
2 minutes left.
Solid in the 3. Oh, scratch that. Andrew got around. Yeah, I think Shade got it back, though. Let's see what happens when he goes by the line. You're good to go, Shade. Go ahead and go. Andrew Rojas got up into that 3 spot. 1 and 2 now by that start-finish line. 1:35 to go. The pink and white Akira. The Lakers gold and purple of Brian Davis. Going at it. Davis with a mistake. Goes on his lid. Now Kira with a mistake. She writes herself. So now it's Davis to the lead.
One minute left.
That's going to be your leader, Shade, coming up on you. Thirty-five seconds to go. 35 seconds to go. Brian Gow getting a nice little breakaway here. So he's looking pretty comfy in the lead here late in the game. He's going to get around for one more. A white flag lap for Davis. Shade's going to get by for one more. All right, everyone will be done when you come by the line. Oh, no, Davis goes broke. Davis went broke. Here comes Kira. She's just got to finish the lap. Rough break there out of Davis. He had it in the bag. Something happened there at the end, and he went dead. So Kira, from the depths of defeat, back up on top out of a late break, out
Kira
of the
Gradle done.
leader. Going to take the win.
Andrew Rojas done. Leo Rose is done.
Waiting for Shade to come by. And that is a race. All
Shade Brady
stop,
done.
all stop. Kira, Brian, Andrew, your top
The race is
three. Marshals, grab your blowers. I need all 5 of you down on the track to marshal, please. And I'll need 4 volunteer marshals. 4 volunteer marshals.
The Possum.
Race number 5, 21.5 A main, coming up next.
Juan Roses.
Thanks, sir. Novice drivers, let's get you down on the track, please. And we'll need a handful of volunteers. Oh, we got Kira going back to back, so we'll need some extra volunteers as well.
Dalen Slazewski. One minute to the start of the race.
Let's go, marshals
Ryan
from the pits. Let's get out here. We're almost there. We won't need any more marshal volunteers. We need to get past this one, though.
45 seconds to the start of the race.
I don't know. No.
30 seconds to the start of the race.
All right, guys, go ahead and roll them around. Check them in. Roll them around. Check them in. Let's get these marshal spots
Kate Williams.
covered. Let's go, guys,
Kira
out of the pits. Let's
Nick
go. We got Kira in the 9, Brian Davis in the 8, Dalen in the 7, Ryan in the 6, Nick Deeg in the 5.
15 seconds to the start of the race.
Cade Williams in the 3, Juan Roses in the 2,
James Trudell.
and your top qualifier.
Less than 5.
AKA the Possum, AKA the guy that's always willing to bring me a little caffeinated soda. He's the only one that ever offered, jerks. All right, here. Go ahead and grid him up, grid him up, grid him up. Freaking Eric, dude. Freaking was standing on the wall, and then we said one more, and he turned around and walked away. All right, we're good to go. Thank you, Benji. All right, here. I'm gonna turn off the music here. Keeps me from swinging on you. All right, marshals ready, drivers ready. We are cocked, locked, and ready to rock here. 21.5A main event coming at you. The sound of the tone. Keep it clean, keep it clean. Keep it clean, keep it clean. Sheesh. It's a 21.5 start. Possum won. Juan's definitely got some speed in this 21.5 class. Being a front runner here as of late. One and two get into each other when they get squirrely through that back whoop section. Still says 1, 2. Cade Williams still in that 3. Who's in this 4-5 here? Deegan McEnany. Right on his lid. Gonna have to get marshaled out. And then Chunell hooking the pipe here. Oh, Juan getting it wrong. Going on his lid here. It's going to give Possum a little bit of breathing room to work with. Benji. We're good now. He was hooked up there on the pipe. All right, here. Juan making a little mistake there. Dalen, that's going to be your leader right up behind you when the time comes. Give him a little extra room. Let him get by you. Well done, well done. You got Kieran Chunell going at it through this back rhythm section, along with the leader. Leader slicing and dicing through it all. I think he held his breath through that one. Juan Rose is still in that too. Turn the other way, Kira. Juan somehow stayed in that too after that series of mistakes there. And it's going to put Possum way out front. Nice cushy 9-second lead here. Our closest battle is going to be between Dalen and James. They're separated by 1 second. Nick Deeg in the 3. He is in that fluorescent yellow-green with the orange wheels. Going through that back section right now.
Two minutes left.
Okay. Possum out front. I don't know if Possum had a mistake or if he got wadded up with traffic there. Juan is right there, though. Sorry if I missed calling out traffic for you, Possum. So Possum in the teal green, white wheels, going up the hill, down the hill, through the whoop section. He might have got bit by that whoop section because he took it nice and easy that time. He is coming up on the back door. Dalen and Ryan, that's your leader in front of you. He's going to get around and work with some clean air here. Coming up on the back door of James Chunell. When you see that teal buggy coming up on you, that is your number 2 buggy. And Dalen, that'll be number 2 behind you. Ooh,
1 minute left.
James hitting the pole. See if he can knock that rear wing straight. Didn't work. Deek solid in that 3 spot. Thank you, Chase. Possum by the line. Juan by the line. 2.1 separates the two. Coming up on, that's your leader there in the teal green. Now here comes Juan through that back section. I believe that's Dalen. Please let those two get by. Well done, well done. Game on, game on. Juan got the worst end of that.
Possum
and
done.
Possum's going to breathe a sigh of relief as he
done.
comes by and takes the win there on that last
Dalen
lap.
Slazewski done.
Eric and Juan, you are both done.
James Trundle
Everyone's
done.
done when you come
Ryan
by
McEnany
the
done.
line.
Kira Gradle done. Nick Deeg done.
Waiting for Cade to come by. Everybody else is done. It's going to be Eric, Juan, Nick, your top 3, and
Cade
that
Williams
is
done.
a race. I'll stop. Marshals, grab your
race
blowers.
is completed.
Marshals, grab your blowers. Drivers from race number 5, let's get you down on the track, please. Drivers from race number 5, let's get you down on the track. 17.5 lock timing, 2-wheel, A main. Coming up next.
Mike Coco. John Young.
Should have our marshal spots covered. Let's get all of our marshal spots.
Scott Borden. Alex Frias.
Hey, Ryan, can you pick up your car and get in your marshalling spot, please?
1 minute to the start of the race. "45 seconds to the start of the race.
All right, guys, go ahead and roll them around, check them in. Roll them around,
Eric
check them
Hernandez.
in.
Kevin Boyd.
Scott Bourne on
Brad
at
Crow.
10, John Young
Robert Morgan.
9, Alex Frias
30 seconds
8,
to the start of the
Nick
race.
Bayette 7, Robert Morgan
Brooks
6,
Canfield.
Mike Cocott 5, Brad Crone 4, Bruce Canfield 3, Kevin Boyd in that 2 spot, and your top qualifier, Eric Hernandez.
15 seconds to the start of the race. Nick Bayette. Less than 5.
All right, we're going to get hot and heavy here. 10-car showdown. Go ahead and finish the lap you were on. Go ahead and grid them up. All right. So a big 10-car grid here. So this backfield, you're going to need to check up just a tad. You don't need to be going for broke trying to pass people on the opener. So keep it civil. Let's get gridded up here. Cocott's in the 5. There you go. All right. Marshals on your toes. Drivers, keep it clean. Let's go racing on the tone. For 10-car start, that is pretty dang good. We will take it here. Top 3 trying to break away here early. Crone, Cocott, Morgan. Frias all trying to stay in the mix. Hernandez grabbing that TQ in round number 2. Top 5, still top 5. Top 6, still top 6. Oh, Crone Cocott wheel to wheel. Somehow Crone stuck the landing there. And not so good in that back rhythm section. That's going to put Morgan into that 4 spot. Good racing out of Boyd there, checking up to avoid the collision there with Hernandez. After he was looking to the inside, top 3. Staying nose to tail, 1 and 2 really close. Brooks looming, just waiting to pick up some pieces. These two get into one another. They'll go by the line. Then we got a battle for that 4 spot between Morgan and Cocott. Frias trying to get up in there. Mistake out of Boyd. That's going to put Brooks in that 2 now. Try to hunt down Eric. Eric's been leading it since the tone here. We are 2 minutes in, 3 more to go. Scott, you're going to have your leader working up with you shortly. If and when the time comes, you know what to do. Little rollover out of Morgan, just enough for Cocott to get by. So Boyd still in that 3. He's got some ground to make up. Hernandez pulling away a little bit from Brooks. Gap was 1.8. 2.5 now. So error-free race here out of Hernandez. Brooks few errors as well. Brooks short up a little bit of time on that last lap. It was
2 minutes left.
1.9 now. So gaining a little ground on that lap. Kokot on his lid. Not sure. John Young might have gotten around him, and he did. So John Young now up into the 4. Hernandez on his lid out in that back rhythm section. Has to get marshaled out. In a bad spot. That's going to give that top spot to Brooks. And now Kevin Boyd going to challenge Hernandez for that 2 spot. Hernandez with another mistake. Rare mistakes there out of Hernandez. Going to drop him to the 3. Boyd going to reclaim that 2 spot. And now Kokot all locked up. He got something bound up in the back there. So Kokot going to have to take a knee here. Brooks in the pink and purple by that start-finish line. Clicking off another one. Boyd, Hernandez in the 2-3 spots. John Young in a distant 4, and he's got Bayette to fend off as well. Now Brooks upside down to the beginning of the rhythm section. Hero Marshall out of. And then Hernandez goes for a ride. Brooks goes for another ride. Now Boyd to the front. Series of follies there. Brooks going to fall, or Hernandez going to fall way off the back door. He's going to fall to that 4 now. John Young up into the 3, being patient. With 35 seconds to go, Kevin Boyd getting the break right when he needs it. Coming by the timing and scoring booth right now. He's going to get by the line here. Brooks in a cushy 2 spot by the line. Hernandez and Bayette going out of here as they come by the line. They are fighting for that 4 spot. Boyd going to get by. Let's see if Brooks can get by on this last lap. Pull the trigger. And he does. All right, everyone's going to be done when he comes by the line. John Young, you're going to finish out on that 3 spot. And it's going to be a race to the line. And it is all Kevin Boyd, barring an absolute disaster here.
Alex Frias done. Eric Hernandez done.
Brooks not anywhere near him. Boyd going to come by, claim that win. Brooks going to finish in that
Scott
2.
Gordon done. Robert Morgan done.
And
Brooks
that
Canfield
is a race. I'll stop. Boyd, Canfield, John Young, your top 3 drivers. Marshals, grab your blowers. Marshals, grab your blowers. Drivers from race number 6. Need you down on the track. Short course A-main coming up next. We may need a volunteer or 2. We have a couple going back to back. Awesome. Thanks, man. Cool. Thank you. All right, drivers from race number 6. Let's get you down on the track. I know we got about 3 or 4 of you going back to back, so we'll need some volunteer marshals out here. All right, short course. Go ahead and roll them around, check them in.
Mike
we got Dalen in the 10, Benji in the 9, Darren in the 8,
Benji Tolbert, Robert Morgan,
Trunell in the 7, Borden in the 6, Morgan in the 5, Eric in the 4, Brooks in the 3, Kokot in the 2.
Brooks Canfield.
And your top qualifier, Austin Harrell.
Scott Gordon. 1 minute to the start of the race.
Okay. I got 1, 2, 2 spots. I need 2 marshals, please.
45 seconds to the start of the race.
All right, we'll have Scott, the last one by the line. All right, go ahead and grid him up.
30 seconds to the start of the race.
Eric Hernandez, who's marshaling for you?
15
he
seconds
did
to the
say
start of the
Eric.
race.
Okay, I was thinking Eric Fiera. Okay. I need 2 marshals, please. 2 marshals out of the pits.
Less than 5.
1 underneath the timing and scoring tower, then 1 over here on number 3. Sanchez has got it. Thank you. Thank you, Sean Sanchez. He's our international racer. All right. Here we go. Marshall's ready. Driver's ready. Let's get it on. It's the sound of the tone. This is the one we were waiting for. Yeah. Thunderdome is on here. Sound of the tone here. I wish I had a guitar that was spitting fire right now. We got a dead car. Sweet fancy Moses. Austin with an early breakaway. Coke on the 2. Robert Morgan in the 3. Yowzers. Darren now in the 3. He's upside down. Slew of cars. Going to get around. Meanwhile, Austin wanted to check out of this early. Number 2 gets it wrong, and here comes Kokot. He got rolled and marshaled by Robert all in one motion. That was cool. And then they got some rabid animals right behind him, wanting to take those spots from him. Kokot, oh no, Kokot, rough mains out of Kokot here. He is down. That's going to put Robert Morgan now up into the 2. Brooks from the depths here, back up into the 3. So Brooks getting wadded up at the beginning. Was almost at the back of the pack now. He finds his way back up into that 3 spot. In a hurry. Robert Morgan by the line. Brooks by the line. Those are your 2-3 spots. Harrell's got a 9-second lead. Morgan bonking it through that rhythm section. Opens the door for Brooks. Brooks not quite enough there to get around, but he'll be all over his back door here as they come by the line. Separated by just a couple of tenths here. Austin going to lose a couple seconds off his lead. He's still got 8 seconds, though. And then we got a battle going on here between Darren Benji and Scott. And then that all black truck coming up behind you. Scott is your leader. Oh, watch it there, Ryan. Ryan got pegged, not in the way that he likes. Double entendre. Oh. Hey, oh yeah. Austin out front here. 7 seconds. Out in the lead here. Brooks found his way around Robert Morgan. Watch to that back rhythm section. Carnage going down here. Benji, you'll have number 2 working up on you shortly. He is that first car coming up behind you, not the second one. You're battling that second one for the lead. And Scott, that's number 3 right behind you. Well done, well done. Nice work, Benji.
1 minute left.
Austin by the line. 7.2 was the lead. Here comes Brooks. Let's see what the gap is here with 53 seconds to go. Still 7.5 seconds here. So Austin looking to lead it tone to tone here with 45 seconds to go. He's got pretty decent clean air out in front of him. He's got a good driver out in front of him, Eric, and Eric knows what to do when he shows up. So he won't be an X factor for him. Brooks coming by the line. Robert Morgan still in that 3 here. Whew. Austin to get by for one more lap. Brooks will get on that lead lap as well. So he comes by the line. I don't think Robert will. In fact, Benji, you'll be chopped at the line. Dalen, you are done as well.
Darren Morgan done. James Trudell done. Robert Morgan done. Scott Borden done. Austin Harrell done. The Possum done. Brooks Canfield done. Benji Tolbert done.
All right, and that is a race. I'll stop. Austin Harrell, Brooks Canfield, Robert Morgan, your top 3. Marshals, grab your blowers. All those short course drivers need you down on the track. Four-wheel A-main coming up next. Short course drivers, get to your spots, please. Let's see, I got 1,
Transponder
2,
6439707.
4. Oh, this is the wrong race. Never mind.
The race is completed.
Shut up. I know I'll have a few of you going back to back. 1. Just one of you going back to back. All right. Marshals to your spots, please. Marshals to your spots.
Brad Crone.
All right, guys. Go ahead and roll them around.
Eric Hernandez. John Young.
We got Robbie
Kyle
Robb
Frady.
in the 10.
Robbie
Jeff Merrow in the 9. Kyle Frady 8. John Young 7. Chris Frenwright 6. Colton Davis taking a scratch. Nick Bayette 4. Brad Crone in the 3. Austin Harrell 2.
Jeff Merrow.
In your top qualifier.
Nick Bayette.
Hernandez.
Austin Harrell.
Chris Frenwright, he'll build you a car. He just will not tighten your wheel nuts for you. Someone get a wheel nut for Mr. Frenwright.
1 minute to the start of the
Can we
race.
get help with the wheel nut, Mr. Frenwright, and a wrench? Do.
45 seconds to the start of the race.
Thank you, guys. And no more laps. Go ahead and grid them up, and you might as well check all 4 of them while you're at it.
30 seconds to the start of the race. "15 seconds to the start of the race.
Yay. Well, the best time to find out your wheel nuts are tight are on your
Less
practice
than 5.
laps, so better now than 2 laps into the main. That'd suck. All right, so we are going to move Frenwright up into the 5, John Young 6, Kyle Frady 7, Jeff 8, and Robbie Robb 9. All right. Here we go. Hot and heavy here. Marshals ready, drivers ready. Let's go racing on the tone.
Transponder 6439707.
Coming off. Eric Hernandez, Slapmaster Flex, TQ'd 4-wheel. Was going to lead off this first lap.
Transponder 6439707.
John Young out for blood now. He's going to go full John Wick.
Transponder 6439707.
On the crowd here. Meanwhile, Hernandez shooting out to a impressive lead here. Nick Bayette was in the 2. I think Friendwright had it. Now he's going to give it up. I'm not sure who was in the 2 now. No, Nick Bayette is in the 2. There he is in the red, white, and blue. Coming by that line. Watch by that back rhythm. Oh, rear wing depleted from the back of Friendwright's rig here. And about to play the
Transponder
ultimate
6439707.
Robbie Robb going dead. Dead car by the ski jump by the timing scoring booth. It is clear. And we've already got 2 down. Just 1 down, but soon to be 2. Friendwright is not going to make it very far with that rear wing deleted. Rough break there out of Friendwright, losing that rear wing. You lose that rear wing, and you might as well pull it off because you ain't going to make it very far. The leader, Eric Hernandez, by that start-finish line. Bayette in that 2. Kyle Freddy strong in the 3. Then it's Harrell, Crone, Merrow. Robbie Robb out, John Young out, Friendwright out. So attrition rearing its ugly head here late in the main. It's the price we pay sometimes running 4-wheel. So far so good for the top 3 though. Brad Crone and Austin Harrell trying to join forces and run down Kyle Freddy as he goes by the line. And here goes Crone and Harrell by the line.
Two minutes left.
The 3 is within reach. The 2 and the 1 are pretty much checked out here with 2 minutes to go. Freddy losing precious tenths every lap here as Crone and, Freddy getting it wrong there. Going to open the door for Crone. Crone's going to get around, move up into that 3 spot. So Freddy now going to try to find another way around Crone while fighting off Austin Harrell in the all black. So that is the race to watch. Well, Crone gets it wrong there. Freddy not quite enough to get around. So Austin with the mistake on that last lap. That's going to push him off.
1 minute left.
Crone tracked down Freddy, but now he is having a little trouble here with traction. See if he can settle in and start running the laps he knows how to do. Brad Crone coming by the time scoring booth right now. And now Freddy. Separation was 1.7. Now it's 2.5. See what happens here in the next 35 seconds. Meanwhile, Eric Hernandez and Nick Bayette separated by 6 seconds. They are checked out in those 1-2 spots. Don't think anything's going to change there. That 3 spot is up for grabs, though. Crone's got it. Freddy wants it back. With 10 seconds to go. Crone might get around. I do not think Freddy will, though. Crone might get chopped here. Keep going, Crone. Everyone's done when you come by the line. Brad Crone caught you at the line. You were done on that 3. Everyone is done when you come by the line. Here comes your winner, He's not even wearing a helmet. Eric Hernandez by the start-finish line, taking the win.
Eric Hernandez done. Austin
Nick
Harrell done.
Bayette by in the 2.
Nick Bayette done.
Waiting on one more. Waiting on the orange four-wheel here. That's one way around. And by the line,
Jeff
that
Merrill
is the
done.
race. All stop. Marshals, grab your blowers. Eric Hernandez, Nick Bayette, Brad Crone, top 3.
The race is completed.
Marshals, grab your blowers. Drivers from race number 8, including those who broke out. We need you all out on the track. We need all hands on deck. This is our final main of the night. Two-wheel mod. Good, man. It's good to see you, man.
Orange.
Yeah.
Zach Noya.
Four-wheel drivers out on the track, please. Four-wheel drivers.
Chicken
Follow
Nugget.
your hero's example, Eric Hernandez.
Kevin Gatton.
And coming out, find a marshalling spot. We need all those four-wheel drive drivers, whether you finished or not, out on the track, please. We need all hands on deck for this final one. It is 10:33, so we're doing pretty good. All right, marshals, to your spots, please. To your spots.
1 minute to the start of the race.
Benji and Chris are taking dirt samples. What's going on? Let's get to your marshal spots, please. All right, guys, go ahead and roll them around. Check them in.
45 seconds to the start of the race.
In. It's going to be Richard Lake on the
Kyle
6,
Davis.
Sean Sanchez on the 5, Zach
Ticket.
Noya on the 4, Kevin Gatton 3, Kyle Davis 2, and your top qualifier. Chase.
30 seconds to the start of the race.
Yeah. Zippy will be the last one by the line.
15 seconds to the start of the race.
All right. Finish your lap. Grid them up. Chase 1, Kyle 2, Kevin 3, Zach 4, Sean 5, Richard
Less than 5.
6. All right, here we go. Marshals on your toes. Watch your corners, not the race. Let's go racing at the sound of the tone. It was all Chase Boyd in qualifying. Let's see how things shake down here in the next 5 minutes of two-wheel mod. Nice single file start out of you guys. Noya hooking a pipe, collecting that back two. So Noya going to fall to the back of the pack here. A little mistake there out of Sanchez. Holy moly. Oh, that was a mistake out of Boyd. Getting to the 1. Kyle Davis in the 2. So these guys getting a lucky break with a rare mistake out of Chase Boyd here, who dominated qualifying here. Kyle Davis going to fall off into the 2. And now it's Zippy into the 2 now, trying to hold off the hard-charging kid. By the start-finish line they go. Kevin Gatton now out front. He's hoping these guys wad themselves up a few more times, give them a little bit more cushion. Kevin Gatton, no slouch here on this layout, getting things together here in his B7. Associated by that start-finish line. Richard Lake hanging on to the 2, and he's got Boyd, Noya, and KD right behind him here. So things heating up for this 2 spot. Lake in full defense. Chase doing a good job. Staying on him with that little contact there. He's going to do the right thing there. Well done, Chase. That's the way to do it here. They're going to fall to the 5-6 spot, though, or 4-5 spot here. That's going to put Noya in the all-white yellow wheels into that 2 spot. KD going to get back up into the 3. Lake 4, Sanchez 5. Boyd to the back. Going to have his work cut out for him with 2 down, 3 to go. Gatton out front. Coming by the timing scoring booth, he had 4 seconds on Noya. Should be about the same there, or that lap there. 3.6. Someone on their lid there. That was KD up upside down, so that's going to give up that 3 spot to Lake. Lake had some rough qualifying. Was in that 2 spot for quite a while. Found himself towards the back and now back up to the 3. Zach chipping away at that lead here that Kevin had. He had about 3-4 seconds. Yikes. And the gap is now 2.6.
2 minutes left.
Noya with a little mistake. Lands on his feet, though, and then fouls it up, hooking the pipe, and there goes Zippy. Zippy to the 1. We got a broke car. Pull him off. Rough break there out of Noya. Was charging for that lead. He's going to break out here. Call tonight with 1:30 to go. KD with another mistake. What's Hernandez going to do? No joy. And now Chase Boyd finds his way up into that 3 spot. You can see Zippy just a couple of turns ahead of him. With 1 minute to go.
1 minute left.
Gatton with a 6-second lead. Let's see where he's at when he comes by here. 5.5. With 50 seconds to go. Gatton taking full advantage off the early mistakes there. Stayed out front, keeping his nose clean. Oh, a mistake there out of Lake in that rhythm section. So Boyd now back up into the 2 here. He can eat up some time quick here, but there's only 35 seconds to go. So they are going to get around for 1 more. So this is Gatton's race to lose here as he comes by the timing and scoring booth. He's going to come by for his final lap. Through that back section, through the rhythm. Nice and smooth there out of Gatton here. So Gatton all but mistake free here. Going to come
Orange
by
done.
and claim
Kyle
the
Davis
win
done.
here. Taking the win. Oh,
Kevin Gatton
Gatton getting it done. Chase
Chicken
Boyd
nugget
going to
done.
finish out in that 2. Zippy going to finish out in the 3. And that's a wrap, Jack.
Zippy done.
Thanks for all coming out and playing. Hope you had a good time. Track is closed. We'll be doing it again Friday, oval, all day, every day. And then we will be back to off-road on Saturday.
The race is completed.